Hey, beautiful people, happy Sunday. I am glad to be back, and we are in the studio and we are doing this again. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks. The last episode was pretty exciting. I've actually gotten feedback from a lot of you that we have to do a part two. So it is definitely coming. I'm just making sure that I have the right folks here for us to talk about it. Okay, so tonight topic is really important because of the holidays. And I mean, so with the holidays coming upon us, I mean, it's no secret. I'm stressed, you're stressed, we're all stressed around the holidays because we got a lot of expectations, some of those which are our own. And the rightfully so. I mean, the holidays are supposed to be a joyous times that we are like remembering and spending times with people we love. But unfortunately, holiday stress is a real issue. It's been referred to by so many different experts in many different ways. So I'm excited to talk about it tonight because I think that is something that is really truly important, and I can't wait to hear your opinions and how you're coping with what we call people pleasing. But first, we're going to go to the promo, and then we'll be back and talk some more about it. All right, I just wanted to give y'all a little shoulder action, a little shoulder shimmy. So before we dive into tonight's topic, I have a lot of people to thank first. So most recently, some of you know and some of you don't know that follow me on social media, know that I recently crossed the 1,000 subscriber mark on my YouTube channel. So I'm incredibly excited. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. It's been an incredibly, I'll be honest, an incredibly taxing activity at times, and joyful activity because I've gotten the opportunity to like say, hey, you know what? There are things that affect my community. There are things that affect my patients, and I want to talk about it. So, to know that over 1,000 people and growing have supported my channel is really, 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 really heartwarming because it just means a lot to me. Because I know producing good content, quality content can be challenging for a lot of us. So not just did I cross 1,000 subscribers, but I also have over 700,000 views to my YouTube channel. So I honestly could not have accomplished it without you. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, definitely go right over to my YouTube right now. Please definitely check it out. So yeah, we brought up my YouTube channel. So it's at the same name, The Nurse Doc. And give me a shout, give me a subscribe, give me a like. Those are free. Also, at the same time, don't be afraid to show your boy some love. Down here, if you see it, there's this thing we call Super Chat, where you can send a highlighted message on Super Chat on YouTube. So support your boy. Give your boy a couple of dollars. If you, whatever you have is definitely appreciated. And if you don't, we'll definitely start to continue producing the same quality content. Also incredibly excited. I got a bit of great news, and it's actually not a bit. It's not a bit at all. I recently was sponsored for my channel, and my channel will be streamed to iTunes or Apple TV, Android TV, Netflix, Android TV, and Roku. So, Fire TV. So, I am super dope. So starting in December, you can tune in to me on whatever platform. I know some of y'all got Apple TVs, some of y'all got jailbroken Fire Sticks. Feel free to support me, endorse me. Definitely go there. But yes. So let's get back into this. So the truth is, the holidays have historically been, this good time, this time where we think about all the positive things that happen. And unfortunately, over like the last 10, 15 years, holiday stress is just going through the roof. People are reporting like feelings of loneliness, feelings of like of pressure, of stress. I mean, and yes, granted, those things do come, but the biggest part of this is this idea about people pleasing. So I came up with this topic about people pleasing. I'm also going to go so I can see you guys' comments. Please excuse me. So you guys' comments mean a lot to me. So I'm going over to Facebook. So yeah. So again, people have this desire to please. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that being nice is not a thing to do, because before some of y'all send me some nasty comments saying, oh, well, I'm a nice person and I don't want you to put me down for being a nice person. Being nice is great. It's when it comes with all this other baggage, right? That is the true problem. So the reason why it came up to me is because I was just sitting in Chipotle just yesterday, and a woman was on the phone talking to, I don't know with who, and I almost wanted to come on the show, talking on the phone with who sounds like a family member, and apparently she was put in a particular situation where she did not want to be. So she was waiting for family. They were taking their sweet time in Midtown Manhattan, and she was like, I've been waiting here for over an hour. You guys are not here. A point she made that I don't like was when people do this. She said, my therapist told me to tell people, well, I have to do what's normal and natural for me. I don't doubt that her therapist helped her find her voice that says, when people put you in situations where you're not happy, let them know, let them know. So I guess in a way for her to tell her family that I don't feel comfortable. This is unfair. I showed up on time, and I have other things that I need to do, is definitely the way that it should have been carried out. But I applaud her for holding her ground. At the end of the conversation, it sounds like she said, well, I'm going to continue to wait, but if I do leave, don't look for me, is what she basically said. And I mean, we're going to talk about a particular concept that I want to go over. A friend of mine brought up, and we're going to bring up these particular letters. So, thank you. Yes. Some of y'all know what these letters stand for, right? I don't even have to tell you. It's from the Ghetto Dictionary of Life, okay? So, we'll get a bit into that. Also, send me a message of what you think that it stands for. Some of y'all know what I already know. Anyways, so again, she said she stood her ground. She said no. And so many people don't think that's the right thing to do. So in terms of people pleasing, a lot of us think like, hey, I'll not be viewed as a nice person. I want people to think that I'm a nice person. I want to do good by people. We tell ourselves all of these really, really jarring things that don't make us unnice people. Okay, they don't make us less nice just because we stand up for ourselves. All right, they actually just mean that we're doing what we need to do. So Ian, thanks for the love, bro. Henry, thanks for the love. Let me see who else is on. Who else is tuned in? Derek, thanks for the love. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. So in people pleasing, the big part of that is it creates depression. People report 38% of Americans in 2006. So 2006 alone, not to count that now in 2016, over 70% of U.S. Americans report feeling stressed during the holidays. The funnier part about this feeling stressed, who do you think feels the most stress? Actually, people in the middle income bracket feel the most stress. They reportedly have higher pressures to meet the needs of folks, meet the needs of their children, meet the needs of everybody else. Surprisingly, and I was surprised by this, poorer people, people with less income, let me say that, people with less income tend to, that's people making under 50,000, under 45,000, according to the American Psychological Association or according to the National Institutes of Health, people under $50,000 report feeling less stress. So they were considering that this were of poorer or lesser income. So basically, middle income people are feeling the stress of material things. They want to provide people with, and their family and individuals with things that make them feel good. Another surprise was wealthy people felt less stressed also around the holidays. I'm kind of not really sure why, but I would definitely love your opinions about it, because I think that is definitely something to think about. I know we got kids. Nobody's ruling this out. Definitely, you want to find out what your kids need, what their kids would like, if you can provide that for them. But if you can't, staying up sleepless nights is not going to help you. So one of the things I like to do with my patients and clients and anybody who comes across my threshold in my practice is definitely talk about being assertive. And I think that one thing that's important to remember is being assertive. It does not mean being nasty. And we all know what being nasty is. Hey, Reggie, how's it going? Hey, Edwin. We know what being nasty is, right? That's our Cardi B girls. That's those of us who come off to be very callous and like, I don't give a flip what you think about what I have to say. I'm going to say it. And I get it. Some of us have to go over to that other side to feel that way. Take myself, for instance, actually. I was reflecting at this and I was like, oh, well, I don't have that problem. But I have had that problem in particular in my life. In a previous life, I was in a relationship and I recall being very focused on the word yes, saying yes, finding it difficult to say no. And honestly, it did not sit within me. There are times when I say yes and I want to say no. So listen to that inner voice and don't be afraid to say the inner voice. So again, with my ex-partner, when that voice of no started coming out, and they're like, "Who the hell is this? Who are you? That you're flipping the script. The things you say, oh, let's go eat here, and now you're saying no, I don't want to go eat there. Is really strange, And people have the right to kind of question you. People have the right to kind of say, who is this new person? Where does this come from? So you let people know that you're growing. Oh, my mother. Thanks. Hey, Mom, how are you? She wants to text me instead of like coming on this thing. So again, assertive communication means sometimes saying no. And if that person gets mad, say why. I don't understand like where this anger comes from. What I would like for you to do is, if you are interested as a telehealth therapist, I can see patients, practice, and clients everywhere. make an appointment. Make an appointment, see a therapist. You don't have to see me. A lot of us as therapists, both cognitive behavioral therapists and psychodynamic therapists, take the time to help clients see this level of clarity about who they are, help them find their voice. Now, what would happen to you as a result of, again, being able to say no, being able to be more assertive? A lot of people at the end of their therapy or at the end of whatever growth process, they report just kind of a feeling of just relief off of their shoulders. It doesn't make you a negative person, but it does give you this level of kind of calmness about yourself. And don't we all want to be calm? I mean, I know that I do. And yes, like I said, the consequences are people are going to question you. They want to know, where does this growth come from? Who are you? Who's this new person? And people may very well, buck up against you. I kind of am interested. Hey, Dawn, how's it going? Interested. So we're streaming live. I got a lot of different places to check. So we're streaming live tonight to LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of these different places. And I'm going to go over and look at some people's comments. Let's see who we have here. Comments from who? Let's see. So yeah, guys, write in your comments, write in your thoughts about like this particular topic. What are you struggling with? If you're struggling with anything, because the truth is, not everybody is struggling with the same particular thing. I'm surprised to see, actually, looks like we got some things going on YouTube. Hey Max, how's it going? So we got some things going on YouTube. I'm just checking it out. Well, let's see who we got on LinkedIn. What are you guys saying over on LinkedIn? Leaning over to see what's going on. Notifications, let's see. Alrighty, so what's going on? We got Donna, thank you for tuning in. We also got, who do we have here? We have Lalana, thanks for tuning in. We also have my boy Jalen, thank you for tuning in. This is really dope that you guys are checking me out. Maria, let's see, who else we got? Oh my God, I got so many things to check. But one of the things about the beautiful things and the good and bad things, I guess, about doing this is that there's so many different places that I need to check. Yes, Mom, I'm not stressed over the holidays. Thank you so much for shouting that out. She's a sweetheart, guys. I promise you. If you don't have a mom like mine, you're blessed. No, I don't mean it like that. Who else? So what we got? Oops, sorry. Let's see. So we got AAMN. Yeah. So anyways, Christopher, thanks for shouting me out. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, we all deal with things differently. Some of us don't have kids. I recognize that some of the stress and pressures of having children looks different. So I know my colleagues and some of you who have kids are like, Wesley, you wouldn't know what I'm experiencing as someone who has kids. But it's not about experiencing what the exact same feeling. I know what it feels like to have little ones who look up to you and who want things from you and who have this like glow in their eyes. But trust me, I promise you 100%, when February rolls around, they won't even remember it. They'll be like, on to the next thing. So anyways, thank you. Tonight, I'm trying to keep this short because we only need 20 minutes to do this. I know you guys got things to do. You got to get ready for work. And I think we are right at the limit, right, Mr. Producer? Oh, so he gave me the thumbs up. I'm just going over at the very last minute. I'm sorry. Who did I miss? Jasmine, thanks. I know, right? Y'all got it. I be making up all this noise. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. Have an amazing week. I'll talk to you later.
Dancing,